What's up everybody, my name is Kason. Welcome back to another Pokemon Draft League video. Today is going to be week number 1 of the Paldea Battle Academy, and I am facing none other than Gravy, aka Jack, the commissioner of the league. It should be a hell of a fight. He's an amazing player. I believe he has won at least 3 championships just this generation, so he is amazing. This is going to be a tough one for us. We're going to see what we're going to bring to see how we can beat him. First of all, on the left side of the screen, we have the speed tiers and the overall roster for what my team is and his team is for week 1. We are making some changes after week 1. If you watch my draft league video, so you're going to see some different things, but just so you know, this is what we're looking at. On his team, we've got the Iron Bundle who can Terra into the water type, Fluttermane, Sandy Shocks, Gouging Fire, Flamigo, Revavroom, Terrapagos, Necrozma, Terra Vulpix, and Terra Brute Bonnet. Now, Vulpix can Terra into any type. Brute Bonnet has 4 different Terra types. Didn't list them all out on the sheet here. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure Iron Bundle is going to be the Terra Captain for this week. Before this week, what we are deciding to bring to beat him, we're starting off with the Landorus Therian, aka Odin. This week, we have a lot of offensive threat with this thing into the enemy team. However, it is not very good defensively. Unfortunately, with the speed tier, it is really not great because we could speed tie a max speed Gouging Fire, and we have to run full Jolly in order to outspeed the things like the Flamigo and the Revavroom and stuff like that. Honestly, all I'm really looking to do with this thing, if possible, is maybe get off 1 Earthquake and a Stealth Rock before we go down. However, I say that if he does bring the Revavroom, we actually have the Mirror Herb online. Now, this can serve one of 2 purposes. It can either mirror the Shift Gear from the Revavroom, it can also Mirror Herb a Dragon Dance from the Gouging Fire. Either one could be really beneficial, but aside from that, if he runs if Iron Bundle comes out, Fluttermane comes out, there's a lot of offensive threats for this thing, so it's not really something we can sweep with unless we get that Mirror Herb, which is, like I said, I don't expect a ton here, but if we can get some value, that would be great. If he doesn't bring the Revavroom, I think this is probably my most expendable mon on the team. But one mon that definitely is not expendable this week is the Empoleon, our Leviathan. This thing is rocking max HP, max special defense. This thing is built to counter the Terra Water Iron Bundle. Now, there are very little Pokemon in this game who can handle Terra Water Iron Bundle. Honestly, it's just typing is just too strong. Its stats are ridiculous. Empoleon is actually one of the few Pokemon that can handle it. Now, he can flip turn into me, obviously for momentum, and switch into something else, but we can handle even choice specs or booster special attack, freeze dries, and hydro pumps like it's nothing. We can shake it off, go for a roost, flip turn out into something and get some momentum for our team. Can also just click knockoff on something to get rid of an item, but ultimately with the flip turn and the roost, we should be able to make a good chunk of progress here. We can, like I said, soak a lot of those hits from the Iron Bundle, which I do expect to come. And honestly, even the Fluttermane as well, even though it is not as good typing-wise into the Fluttermane, unless it's running Focus Blast, we can actually check that mon quite well as well. So Empoleon is definitely a must for us this week. However, because of those top 2 mons on the table, which again, Terra Bundle and Fluttermane, it's very scary to have those both on the same roster. We wanted another specially defensive check here, so we're bringing Siren the Meloetta. Siren is teched out with a lot of HP and special defense, a little bit of special attack as well. Honestly, with this gentle nature, we are not meant to take physical hits. We're just here to basically combat the Fluttermane. We can Thunder Wave things. Honestly, aside from the Sandy Shocks, nothing on his team wants to take a Thunder Wave. So I think Thunder Wave could really go a long way in this battle, especially some of those faster threats. It makes him not very fast. If we can buy, a paralysis throughout the game, that's also fantastic. We have U-turn for momentum. Hyper Voice goes pretty well into his team overall, and the Psy Shock is mainly for the Fluttermane. It is actually going to do more damage than a Shadow Ball would, and we also avoid proccing any sort of weakness policy if he were to go that route. The 4th mon we're bringing is a little more defensive mon this week. It is our first overall pick. It's our Fenrir Zamazenta. This week we're running a good bit of speed. We're also running some bulk here. This mon is here because it outspeeds, unless it is a choice scarf for booster speed, Bundle and Fluttermane here. Also with Body Press and Heavy Slam, I really don't need any other coverage into his team. Body Press hits almost everything on the roster decently well, especially if I can get that Iron Defense boost up. Heavy Slam is an Oko onto the Fluttermane unless he runs the Babiri Berry, so I think we're in good shape there. We're also running Rest and Chesto Berry. Now, the reason for this is because if I'm in front of something that I can just click Iron Defense and get up to like a +5, even if it means we get chipped down, I now click Rest. I can get back all the way back up to full, And honestly, this thing could take over the game. The one mon I definitely fear on the other side is the Necrozma. I need to find out whether it's a physical or special set. If it's physical, we can actually take it down pretty well if we can get our defense boost high enough. Just coming out on the field, getting that +1 right away. If we go for another one, +3, we can actually take a physical Necrozma fairly well. So I just need to find out if that thing's special. If it is, then it's obviously a threat, but if it's not, Fenrir definitely could take over this game. However, the last two Pokemon that I have on the roster here are my main win conditions. These are the things that I think are going to force him to pivot, force him to make switches, and ultimately hopefully claim some KOs. The first one here is going to be Ifrit, our Chi-Yu, rocking the Choice Scarf item. It's going to be a timid nature. It's going to be fast with basically almost full special attack investment. We don't have quite full. I don't remember what I teched this for, but I put a little bit of defensive investment to live one hit. I don't remember what hit that was, but I teched that on there for sure. Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, and Memento here. Memento is just like a, if I'm in a really bad spot where another Pokemon on the other side, maybe like Necrozma probably would be the case, set up without my Chi-Yu coming in. Maybe it's +2, you know, for Calm Mind or Dragon Dance or something like that. If I can basically go for a Memento if I can't kill it, you know, basically just dropping their stats and have something else come in. I also could do that in front of something and have Zamazenta come in and basically Iron Defense for free because their attack stat would be lower. But let's be real, most of this week, I'm probably just going to click Dark Pulse, or maybe I will click like a Fire Blast or something like that. Gouging Fire is really the only one that can take a Fire Blast well at all on the enemy team. So if we get rid of Gouging Fire, I think Chi-Yu can click that very freely. Also, in terms of Dark Pulse, there's not many mons that can take that well as well. It is very scary to see the Flamigo on the other side because this thing threatens my team very, very much offensively, which is why we are running a lot of speed even with the Scarf. We want to be able to outspeed that thing and knock it out with a Flamethrower if we need to. Last but not least, though, is our Terra Captain for the week. It's going to be Ogerpon Teal with the Grass Terra rocking the Choice Scarf. Now, I don't think I'm going to run Scarf very often this season, but this is a matchup where I think Scarf Ogerpon actually looks really good. The nice thing, I talked about this in my draft analysis, is that even with an Adamant Nature and very minimal speed investment, I do not have a lot of EVs in speed. I will outspeed any Choice Scarf or Booster variant of any mon on his team. I will even outspeed a +2 speed Gouging Fire or Revavroom. So if he goes for a Shift Gear, we will still outspeed it with the Choice Scarf. If Gouging Fire or Necrozma goes up for 2 Dragon Dances, again, we are sitting pretty there. So we are very, very fast. Ivy Cudgel, pretty much 2-hit KOs like almost everything in this game. Gouging Fire is really like the one thing standing in the way, and it even 1-hit KOs a lot of threats, especially the Iron Bundle and Flutter Mane. Unless he is running a Rindo Berry on Iron Bundle, Ivy Cudgel literally just OHKOs both Bundle and Flutter Mane, which is really huge. And even some of the mons that resist it actually don't take it super well. So ultimately, guys, this is the team we're bringing. I think it's going to be a tough one. I know, like I said, Gravy has won multiple championships. I know he's phenomenal. I'm sure everybody watching has probably heard of him before, but if you haven't, please go check out his channel because he is amazing. But honestly, guys, I'm really excited for this fight, and we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. All right, we're about to hop into game with Gravy here, and man, it's gonna be a good one. Honestly, I'm nervous. I don't think I've ever won a week 1 battle. I won my first ever battle in a league, but that wasn't technically a week 1. And apparently Gravy also has bad luck in week 1, even though he's a phenomenal player. I know he's won multiple championships, but week 1 is not his bag. We're going to get into it right now, and we'll see how this goes, and I'm going to write down what he has. All right, so he's got the Flutter Mane, Iron Bundle, Gouging Fire, Necrozma, Flamigo, Terrapagos. Honestly, these are probably the 6 I didn't want to see. At least I don't have to worry about Toxic Spikes, but otherwise, yeah, not really what I wanted to see. Honestly, in this spot, though, Landorus is not super important, and I think can honestly be my lead here. If I need to sacrifice it for not a lot of value, that's okay, but I think I lead it. Because honestly, I could see him just being like a Choice Scarf Flamigo lead or Gouging Fire lead just to put on pressure. We'll see how it goes. If I can get early rocks up, that's great. If he tries to Dragon Dance with Gouging, Mirror procs. Honestly, Landorus was my main answer for the Revavroom, who is not here. So honestly, rocks and just like some damage is really all I'm expecting to get out of it. But if somehow I proc a Mirror Herb and start to go off, then, you know, that's phenomenal. But what does he lead here? He's going to go Iron Bundle, so that is not what I wanted to see. We'll have to see if it's... I can't imagine it's Booster. If it's lead, it's probably Scarf. So we'll see. No Booster energy, so he's probably Scarf at this point. So this is a little unfortunate because this means I'm a little behind the 8 ball, but it's not the end of the world. I'm just immediately going to go into Leviathan here and just see what he wants to click. So he made his decision pretty fast. And we'll see, depending on what he goes for. Hopefully he doesn't go for flip turn. I mean, if he does, he does. It's not the end of the world. But he's going to Terra right away. That's fine. And so... Sorry if you heard that vibration. My controller was on the table vibrating here. So he's going to Terra Water. That does look really sick. I'm not going to lie. What is he going to go for? It is the flip turn. Honestly, I thought that might be the case. Thought about just sticking in and clicking Stealth Rock, but I thought that would be pretty ambitious. And so now here, I think he probably goes Flamigo. Well, we'll see. We'll see what he wants to click. Tapu Migo. So that is definitely the Flamigo. And now, here's the thing. I think I just immediately go into Landorus again. We're going to find out what this guy's set is. It sucks, but, like, I don't really have a better play. I can't lose Empoleon here. Like, I just can't. Because it's my Iron Bundle switch-in. So I think I bring in Landorus. He probably is just, like, Scarf. And he could call the switch here with the Brave Bird. But it's not worth me risking it. Because if I lose Empoleon, I'm just screwed here. So I can't do that. Landorus is the most expendable. Intimidate should do nothing. I believe, excuse me, I believe Scrappy just ignores Intimidate. And I think right now he's probably just deciding whether he wants to click Brave Bird or Close Combat. If it goes for agility, we will still have the Mirror Herb on Landorus, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Intimidate goes off. Scrappy attack does not get lowered. Does go for the Brave Bird. So he made the prediction. So I actually could have just stayed in. But that's fine. And based on that damage, I believe that is banded. Let me see. That is not banded. That is probably just scarfed, actually. It is possible that he's not locked in. I could go back into Empoleon here. But I kind of want to confirm that he's scarf. That's honestly more important to me. Again, I don't think Landorus is 100% necessary here. I would love to get rocks up, but it's not the end of the world. And I can come in after. I can come in after if I confirmed that it's scarfed and come in with Empoleon and just get like free momentum or something like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna click Stealth Rock. Yeah, it just goes for Brave Bird, so he is scarfed. So we confirm that. So Flamigo's gonna get the kill. Honestly, scarfed Flamigo was like the #1 thing I was worried about this week. He does chunk himself a little bit though, and so I wish I could see the HP bar, but with this game being the way it is, I cannot. I think I just want to go Chi-Yu here. I thought about going Empoleon and getting just a flip turn off. But honestly, if he chunks my Empoleon enough, then it's not a true answer to Iron Bundle. Flamethrower should kill every time. And now the question is like whether I make a read or not, right? By clicking Flamethrower, this should kill, but he probably goes into Gouging Fire. The problem is, do I live a Brave Bird? So I live a Brave Bird no matter what, unless he crits. The problem is, I wouldn't live a round of Stealth Rocks after if that's the case. But Dark Pulse does a lot of damage to every single mon on the team, and I don't think he wants to give this thing up. I think it's too good into his team. We're gonna see. Wow, he stays in and clicks Brave Bird. Okay. It's a good play by him. Oh my god, we flinch. That's actually so lucky. God, I am so lucky. That is so lucky. I'm so sorry, Jack. He should have gotten a ton of damage off. That never kills us, but it puts us in range of Stealth Rock. That flinch is huge. Like, it's actually gigantic. Because he made the right play by staying in. Because he knows I don't want to click Flamethrower because Gouging Fire can soak it. Jack's playing really well right now. So he's in a tough spot now. Because what does he go into? Because there is not much here that doesn't just get two-shot. I think everything gets two-shot by Dark Pulse. I think. So what is he going into? Terra Artois. I don't know what that is. It is Terrapago. So we are at least going to pop the Terra Shell here. Interesting. So we do a little chunk here. That is not very much damage, actually. Is this thing a Salt Vest? Or just, like, super specially bulky? I think this thing is just, like, very, very specially bulky. At this point, he doesn't one-shot with Earth Power. He does get, like, Body Press. I guess he could go for that. I think I want to go Siren here. This might be a mistake. We'll see. I want to see if he's a physical set or a special set. Oh, wait, it actually gets Meteor Beam. That's 100% what he's going for, right? He's going for Meteor Beam. No, it is Earth Power. Okay, well, actually, we would have lived that and maybe hit 2-hit KO'd, but that's okay. Honestly, I think I'm pretty free to just click, like, Thunder Wave here. I don't think I 2-hit KO with either move, actually. If I can paralyze anything, I think it's good. Goes for stealth rocks. Okay. Not the end of the world. If we can get a T-Wave off, that would be nice. And we're going to land it. Siren. Very nice. So at this point, I think I just click Psyshock. I could U-turn into something, but I don't think so. I think I want to chip it before I go into something else. What is his switch in for Meloetta? Because I could have predicted and just clicked like T-Wave again, but I don't think he's... He might just stay in and deal damage. I'm curious. Because I think this is his Chi-Yu answer. If I can chip this thing down, then Chi-Yu can potentially just sweep later. I don't know yet whether Bundle or Flutter are scarfed yet. Bundle's not booster speed, but the fact that he led that kind of makes me think that it's scarf. He stays in. Psyshock, what kind of damage is this doing? Okay, like 30-ish%. This goes for Terra Starstorm. Gets a crit. It's a pretty big crit, actually. I might go for U-turn here. I'm at 279 out of 404. Now, question is, if I let this thing go down, am I screwed for Flutter Mane? I might still be okay. So I'm at 69% right now. I think I'm just going to Psyshock. I'm going to Hyper Voice. There's no way he goes into Flutter here after I just showed Psyshock. There's just no way. Skips Legs Day? Necrozma. Okay, so Hyper Voice was definitely a better play than the Psyshock. So deals a chunk of damage. And now I think I just T-Wave again. He could be Lumberry, I guess. We'll see. I want to see what this thing wants to go for. We're actually faster than it. So it is not a fast set. So it's probably not a D-Dance set. Goes for Morning Sun. Okay, goes for the heal. And now I don't really want to deal with this right now. I don't have anything with Taunt, which is actually kind of a problem. This thing definitely has some bulk to it. Man, if I U-turn proccing a weakness policy, that could be bad. Do I think this thing is weakness policy? I'm just going to U-turn. I think he's going to Calm Mind. Let's see. Please don't be weakness policy. No, I think we're good. Sweet. Okay. So we do a little chunk. I imagine this thing probably just clicks Calm Mind. What do I want to bring in, though? If this thing clicks... if this thing goes for Meteor Beam, it just obliterates our Chi-Yu. I'm in a tough spot here. I don't want to, like, give up... I don't want to give up Ogerpon. I mean, I don't think it can die, like, in one hits anything. I'm going to go here. This might be a mistake. But I'm going to go to Ogerpon here. Goes for EQ. Wonderful. So it is physical, or at least it's mixed, one of the two, but maybe just not D-Dance. Maybe it's... So it's Morning Sun, Earthquake. I think I'm okay to click Ivy Cudgel. I think. I don't think he can kill me with anything in one hit. I could be mistaken. I'm just going to Ivy Cudgel. So he's going to swap. This is probably the Gouging Fire, I would imagine. Yeah, Gouging Gary. So we'll do a little chip to it. Nothing too crazy. We're going to Terra, Ivy Cudgel. What does this do? Like 15% maybe? No bulk, it'll do 13 to 16. So we'll see what kind of build he is here. Hopefully he's not like Rocky Helmet. We'll see. Ivy Cudgel's going to come off. I think that's less than 13 to 16, so I think he's got some bulk on him. Unfortunately, don't have the Mirror Herb tech, but I need to go into Zamazenta right now. He could easily call this and just swap into something, but I need to do this because I can't let this thing like set up or anything like that. He made a pretty quick choice. Curious to see if he just like Flare Blitzes or Dragon Dances or what he goes for. So we'll see. So Fenrir is going to come out. Stealth Rock does a little, not too much, as we do resist. +1 D-Dance, and he does go for the Dragon Dance. We did not see Booster. I don't believe. I didn't see it. I don't think he's Booster Energy. So now he D-Danced. So he should be faster. Think I can Iron Defense here? He hits me with like a Flare Blitz or something. It should do about 40 to 47. We would live that. We would get our Iron Defense up and we could click Rest next turn. This should be fine. But he's going to swap out. And now, do you go into a Scarfer? Skips Legs Day. This is the Necrozma. And are you physical or are you special, sir? That is my question. Because you showed physical before. He's not Life Orb. We know that. So unless he's a psychic boosting move, he does max 91.5 if he's timid on Photon Geyser. Modest could OHKO us. Body press is doing like 40% right now. Are you physical? I don't think I can die in one hit to anything. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, he would have to be... He'd have to be mixed. He showed Earthquake. I think he's physical. This might be a bad call. I'm gonna click body press. Okay, does like 30 to 40-ish. He's parried. Oh, man. That is pretty rough, honestly. I think I go Iron Defense again. Flutter, I think we live any one hit, I think, if it comes in. Unless it's Specs, but that doesn't matter because we'd KO with a heavy slam. Yeah, Timid Flutter. It'd have to be Modest Scarf to OHKO us with Moonblast. So I'm going to Iron Defense here. Same play, same thought as the last play. I don't think it OHKOs us with anything. So I'm going to try and get to +5. And see what he goes for here. He could go for Morning Sun, predicting our body press. Yeah, he does. So now we are +5 defense, and honestly, we're in a pretty good spot here. He does have Scarfers, but yeah, we're going to see. This should do over half at +5. +5 defense. Body press. It doesn't do more than... Wow. That is crazy, man. Holy cow. Okay. He is a mixed attacker or something. Interesting. I think he's mixed with EQ. Well played. He is mixed with EQ, because that would do... If it was a physical hit... Wow. Ifrit comes in and clicks buttons, right? Ifrit comes in and just clicks Dark Pulse. I guess he could be Colberberry. He hasn't shown that yet. Man, if he's Colberberry mixed Necrozma with EQ, then he's just a legend. I mean, I think we just go Ifrit and click Dark Pulse. I don't think there's another play here. We do take Stealth Rock Chip. Unless he's Colbur, he's dead here. He's swapping out. What does he sack? Or not, maybe not sack, but what does he go into? So he sacks the Flamigo. Okay, so Chiyu is going to pick up the kill on Flamigo. This guy definitely doesn't live that. Gets the crit. That definitely didn't matter. At least I'm pretty confident it didn't. But we outspeed on the next turn anyway and would have just clicked Dark Pulse again. This is a tight game. Iron Bundle comes in. This guy's got to be Scarfed. He has to be. Does he flip turn again, or does he just Hydro Pump? What I could do, I could make a really ballsy... Okay. I don't think he clicks Freeze Dry. I think he clicks either a Water move to kill Chiyu, or he clicks Flip Turn to pivot. Does Ogerpon live? I just gotta go Empoleon. I don't know if I should have calced this sooner. I'm gonna go to Bundle. It's my dedicated... Or I'm gonna go to Empoleon. It's my dedicated Bundle answer. I kind of wanted to go to Ogerpon there on the Hydro Pump. Yeah, and he did just Flip Turn. I honestly could have just stayed and clicked Dark Pulse. I really thought about it. The thing is, like, he's conditioning me into this, too. But that's okay. Does he go back into the Necrozma? No, he goes into Gouging Fire. Does he D-Dance again? I might be in trouble. This Gouging Fire might just beat me here. It's going to be tough. Actually, I outspeed a +2 Gouging Fire. So I think my play is to Flip Turn always into Chiyu, because Chiyu will outspeed with a Dark Pulse. I mean, Flip Turn's not going to do enough to kill. But if everything's chipped, Scarf... Like, if I can get rid of this thing, Scarfed Ogre just wins, right? Yeah, pretty sure. I think I Flip Turn every time. I Flip Turn every time here. He EQs. Does this kill me? Nope, it doesn't. Okay, beautiful. I was like, I don't think that does. Flip Turn does a little chunk, and now we go into Chiyu. Actually, I could go Meloetta here and keep Chiyu. If he goes Heat Crash, he just KOs me, actually. I think I have to go Chiyu, but he kills me with an EQ, though, man. I think I still have to do this, but... It's going to be tough. I need to kill this thing for Ogerpon to sweep, but Ogerpon can kill everybody else. I'm trying to think through this. I lose Chiyu on this turn. I Dark Pulse, he EQs, because if he D-Dances, I just kill him in the next turn. And if I get a flinch, I think I just win the game. I think I have to do this. Wow, he would draws. Wow. I can't believe that. He sacks Terapagos. Okay, that actually kind of makes sense. That makes sense. He brings in bundle for free here, right? After? This thing's parried. Is there any way I could switch in and roost back up on Empoleon? I'm gonna try and do that. If he goes for... I mean, if he goes for Earth Power, Empoleon dies, but that's fine. Empoleon's low, so I don't think it really matters. It can't check bundle anymore. Oh my god, we got the full para. This means we can roost. This means we can roost. I'm getting kind of lucky in this battle, I'm not gonna lie, guys. We've gotten 2 full paras and a Dark Pulse flinch. I mean, Jack's playing really well. He's got me in a tough spot right now. But we might be able to roost back to full, which could be actually huge. Depending on what... Oh my god. Jack, I'm so sorry, dude. I feel bad. I wanted the Thunder Wave for the speed control, not for this. And yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry, man. I'm just gonna roost again to see what he goes for. If for some reason he gets like another full para, then I'm just... Oh my god. Dude, I am so sorry. Fuck, man. As somebody who lost a game recently due to just horrible RNG, I'm so sorry. Genuinely. Like, that sucks. I think I click Surf. I don't think I want to flip turn. I think I want to be in with Empoleon. Empoleon's going to clean up a kill. Honestly, that changed the game a lot. I think I'm actually in an advantageous spot now. I honestly feel really bad. That's rough. Goes into Gouging Fire, and I just flip turn again. I don't think I have any reason not to. I need to watch Chiyu's health bar too. 127 out of 251. So it is just over half, which makes sense because I think the only damage I've taken is 2 rock layers. I'm just going to flip turn. Does he go for EQ? Yeah, he does. So he does a good chunk. So we are not really still an answer to that bundle again. But yeah, that's tough. We just go Chiyu again. And we click Dark Pulse. 65 out of 251. We should be good to take one more round of Stealth Rocks, I believe. Yeah, we can take one more round of Stealth Rocks. Should be able to, I believe. I just clicked Dark Pulse. He withdraws. And what is taking this? Skips Legs Day, so he sacks off the Necrozma. Or should be a sack soon here. Yep, that is going to take that out. Chiyu is going to claim a kill. Shout out to Darude for telling me to run Thunder Wave this week, because if I didn't do that, I think I would have lost this game already. These hacks are really going in my favor. He could very easily still win this. But the main thing is, like, I have to kill the Gouging Fire. And Chiyu is the only way to do that. So it's really, really tough. Kind of in a rough spot because I can only come in one more time with Chiyu. I'm going to somehow have to... He flip turns again. He goes into Gouging Fire. I don't even know for certain that this guy's Scarf. He could be bluffing it, but I can't imagine that's the case. He's going to click... Let's see if he does it again. I think he will. I think he's going to flip turn again, which would be the right play. But we'll see. Freeze Dry honestly might kill. Let's see. Yeah, he did it again. Man, I really thought about staying in there, man. I really thought about it. Because if he clicks flip turn... Actually, it doesn't matter, because I think flip turn kills at that range. We're low on health, so it doesn't really matter. He goes Gouging Gary, which makes sense. Do I sack Meloetta here? Alright, what does he have left? He has Gouging, Flutter, and Bundle. I think I'm going to lose, man. It's going to be really hard to win this. I have to flip turn again. He's just going to EQ, but... Man. This rotation is so hard. Wow, he Morning Sun. That is a really good play. That is a really good play. That play honestly might have just won him the game, actually. Damn, if I'd clicked Roost. Actually, I don't know. That would have really mattered. He goes for the Morning Sun. I can come in here. I don't think I have a play to win this. Meloetta would have to live a hit, and I just don't know that he can. What have we seen, though? Morning Sun, Earthquake. Morning Sun, Earthquake, Dragon Dance. What do I think he has? He's got to have a fire attack for Ogerpon, right? Got to be Flare Blitz or something. He has some bulk. He might not be max attack. I mean, it's like possible that maybe Meloetta lives a hit. I think I have to hope Meloetta lives a hit. Because if it doesn't, this game's just over. Because Chiyu comes in, and then he just sacks off Flutter Mane. and bundle outspeeds. I think this might be a roll. Nothing in the game is T-waved right now. I don't know what to do, man. This is a rough game. I think I have to T-wave. Goes for Dragon Dance. Oh, man. This is brutal. This T-wave has to hit, and I have to hope for more paras. I think that's the only way I can win this game. T-wave does land. RNG is certainly in my favor today. Holy cow. Problem is, I don't even know if we outspeed at this point. Do I just Hyper Voice? I'm just gonna Hyper Voice, I think. Deal a chunk of damage. Goes for another Dragon Dance. So now he is +2, but he's parried, so he's even speed right now. But he's +2 attack. And now I think, does he go for another one to be +1 speed? Stomping Tantrum says it does like 41 to 49 on minimum bulk. So I think I just Hyper Voice here and then bring in Ogre Pawn. Yeah, she got the Morning Sun. Yeah, I need him to be like full parried enough so that I can get this off. It's just gonna be really hard to do that. Goes for EQ, so he's gonna kill me here. All right, if I bring Chi-Yu in and click Dark Pulse. All right, here's the play. I bring in Chi-Yu, I click Dark Pulse, I do a chunk of damage. He kills me with Earthquake. I then come in with the Ogre Pawn. I click Stomping Tantrum and pray that he stays in. If I get that, I can switch and sack Empoleon and then win the game with Ivy Cudgel. That's my play. That is the only potential out that I believe I have. Unless I don't live this Stealth Rock chip. Then if I don't, then I just lose. Yeah, I do. Okay, I was like, I thought I calced this. All right. So I have to Dark Pulse here. And if he gets full parried, you know, that's wonderful. Otherwise, it's possible he just goes into Flutter main. We don't even know what Flutter's item is, to be fair. It might even live a hit, I don't know. But does he get rid of this Gouging Fire when he's set up with attack? I don't know. He might realize that this is the only thing that stands in the way of Ogre Pawn winning. He doesn't know that I'm Scarfed. He does not know that, so... He's gonna withdraw. This has got to be Flutter. If it's Iron Bundle, it's dead. Kyrie made... Yeah, that's Flutter. Booster. What do we see? Booster speed. Booster attack. Booster speed. Alright. Well, I have to click Dark Pulse anyway. He's going to attack, right? He's not going to go for Calm Mind or anything. Calm Mind doesn't even matter, really. So the question is, yeah, because Empoleon's more valuable. Could Empoleon live a hit from Flutter? Maybe, dude. I'm pretty sure... Flutter might... Or he... It might live a hit from Flutter. Maybe. There's a chance. So it takes out the Chi-Yu. Dark Pulse will take out Chi-Yu. 113 out of 372. It's a roll, I think, for Shadow Ball. Actually, they would have to have Focus Blast. They would have to have Focus Blast if they're booster speed. Because otherwise, I can claim a kill with Ogre Pawn here. This might be a mistake, but I have boots. And I think I might... I think I live a hit. I think I legitimately live a hit. From what I'm calculating, they may have to go for Focus Blast. And I don't think they do that. I'm at 30.3% HP. If this is just normal timid booster speed, it does 30.6 max. So it's a very high roll in my favor to live this. Goes for Dark Pulse. That's definitely not killing. Okay. Can I just roost on this thing? Hold up. I'm going to flip turn. Because if I roost again, he goes into Gouging Fire, and then he Morning Suns for free, and then I think I lose. I'm going to flip turn. Goes for Calm Mind. Wow. Okay. I guess. That actually kind of makes sense. But Empoleon can at least switch into Bundle again now with the roost. He takes Stealth Rock Chip. He doesn't know we're Scarfed at this moment, so he's probably confused by this play. But now he's going to obviously understand in a moment here. So now we just click Stomping Tantrum because this will always kill Flutter. And it should deal a good chunk to Gouging. If he switches in Gouging, I think we won the game. So we take out the Flutter. Man, this Gouging Fire is so scary, dude. It's so terrifying. Goes for Iron Bundle now. And now we have a 50-50 again. If he flip turns... Do we have a 50-50? How much damage is Surf doing to Gouging Fire? It's doing like 30 plus. I think regardless of whether he freeze dries or flip turns, I think we have to go into this. Honestly, this game might just come down to whether or not I get a paralysis or not. And I've already gotten so many, I honestly kind of feel bad. Like, I want to win this, but like, it honestly just feels so dirty. Yeah, we went for the freeze dry this time. Does not do nearly enough. I can roost to full now. I can roost to full. Do I have a reason not to do that? I don't think so. If I roost, I get up to 340. Let's say he switches into Gouging Fire. Gouging Fire is pretty healthy though, isn't he? Crazy thing is, we don't outspeed Gouging Fire, I don't think. Went for freeze dry. Wow, so we got this play right. So roost is the right play. He might honestly just be hoping for a freeze win con. That's totally possible, honestly. Think I surf? Tell me go into Gouging Fire. Nope, went for freeze dry. Honestly, if we die and lose this game to a freeze, like, no problem. Because honestly, like, we've gotten so much good RNG in our favor. I'm curious that he's doing this. I guess it kind of makes sense to me. I'm a little surprised. I think we surf again. Right? Empoleon might be coming in clutch here. I think he just has to hope for it. Surf does a chunk that maybe kills in 2 more hits. I think knockoff would actually do more, but I don't want to necessarily knock off his choice specs because I don't want to give him an opportunity to flip turn into something or go for something else if he has another move that's better. Oh, wow, he forfeited. Damn. Wait, what just happened? Did it just say he won? Well, guys, that's a really crappy way for the game to end. I didn't realize, but I ran out of time. I've never once ran into that issue. You get 30 minutes of playtime for yourself, and I don't actually have the game sounds in my ear. So, like, it didn't have, like, any sort of alarm or anything like that to tick on me to tell me. So if I wasn't looking to the right, I didn't realize how much time was left. So that's my fault. So I did lose. Gravy beat me. That endgame would have been really interesting. I don't know. It would. I'm not entirely sure who would have won. Honestly, I think it would have been a 1-0 either way. Getting through the Gouging Fire was tough. It might have been just a situation where I needed a Paro to win. But yeah, I don't mind losing. I guess I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't realize that was a thing. I've just never ran into that issue before. And to have like what I felt like was such a good game up to that point, end like that, it kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So we're going to start out 0-1 this season, even though we had 2 Mons not dead, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, so that is a lesson learned, and I will look forward to that next time. I'll make sure to be better. But shout out to Gravy. He honestly played excellently. If not for the paras and the 1 flinch on the Flamigo, I think I would have easily lost that game regardless of the timer or stuff like that. So anyway, shout out to Gravy. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one.